Hey Pete, I thought I'd make a video, show you what I've done. That's not what I wanted. So this is, I won't do it in full screen because it's, you're going to have problems with the video capturing, but I'll just start the video that I made sort of explaining the whole premise of the project to put architectural visualization stuff in its environment. I mean, you can get really good models of everything and everything looks really good, but you can't really tell what it's like, which is the premise of what I was doing. So I have a 3D scanner which gets a point cloud, as you can see there, and then that's turned into models. Same point cloud of a tree, using a tree modeling program to make trees. So that's Broadway scanned in and turned into models, and then the trees, and then so the detail in the model is a selling point because the idea is realism and how close you can be, and then it comes through to these, just showing that you can make sort of videos and stuff in the game engine that make things look good. That's me. The last thing was me mucking around with God rays, and there's the God rays again in the main sort of center. I didn't make the walls or anything white. I didn't make anything too white apart from the outside because it was, I don't know, you can't really see the detail in it as much, and there's just some static people there that don't move, just simple anyway, so you can interact with it. Now you can see the mouse at this point because of the capture software, but you can't actually see the mouse when you're playing or when you're moving around it. P gives you a nice little menu. I made it easier so you can use the sort of standard gaming controls to move W, A, S, and D and all that kind of stuff. But I thought to make it easier for people that aren't really sure, you can also move backwards with the mouse clicks, backwards and forwards, and you look around with the mouse. We've got flying mode, which is just a no-clip camera moving around, and then this screen controls, and then sun positioning. So we can move around with the no-clip thing and see the surroundings, and all the trees are in. The branches, the leaves actually do move, meant to move in the wind, and all the shadows and stuff. Also, I'll just move up again, and I put the data in for the sun positioning. So the solstice is in 2016, 12 PM. The sun should move somewhere. There it is, and all the shadows are right. I also put another one in just for lighting, or to show. I'll drop back into person time, and I put night in to just sort of show off some lighting. And I put purple lights inside. So you can move around, doors and stuff open for you. And people don't move, but that's just more work. So we've got purple lights. If I take it off night, you can see the God rays that I was mucking around with. So these sort of make you look up straight away when you walk in, which is pretty cool, I thought. You can go through. I just like this door, so I thought I'd show you. This is the roll door as it opens. Anyway. Alright, well, I'll get the Oculus connected up and then we'll be back. I'll cut the video here. Quit. Okay, so with the Oculus setup. This might actually go into full screen mode, I'm not sure. Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay, so as you can see, head movement and everything works with that. Head tracking also works. Let me just use an Xbox controller. You can, of course, I haven't plugged the Xbox controller in. Testing. Yep, so that's the Xbox controller moving forward. You're low because I've dropped the camera, I've dropped the Oculus on the ground. But you can see that if I get up against the wall, also head tracking works. So I can move into the wall, through the wall, and it's all 3D. So all that works. Just to stand up, sit down, stand up. So it's all very 3D and head tracking and everything works. The problem, of course, with using anything Oculus is you have to cut stuff down. So you'll notice that the trees don't have any shadows anymore. This, I think, forgotten the command. There it is, step. Yeah, so this is running at 75 frames per second, which it needs to be. This is a pretty decent rig that I've got. And if you were to run it at anything less than 75 frames per second, you wouldn't be out, you'd throw up and feel weird. That's Katie. So you have to run it at 75 frames per second. And in order to do that, you can't have all those leaves being properly have shadows going from leaf to leaf to leaf to leaf and eventually getting down to the ground. If you were to cut down those trees and put a lot of effort into making them really, really good, smaller models that still look the same, you've just got to put a lot of time and effort into getting them looking good. Then you might have better luck with the shadows. But basically, this is what I had to cut out. I had to cut out a whole heap of stuff. That's because it's not tracking right. I had to cut out a whole heap of stuff. There's not all the trees are there. So the trees across the road aren't there. And a lot of shadows are nowhere near as good. But all the other stuff is there. And it's quite fun to run around. So God Rate is still there, people are still there, all the buildings still here, all the doors still move, everything like that. Alright, that's it. It's just basically the building was not scanned in, the building was from the architect's plans that I originally got, and the surrounding environment was all scanned in. I can show you the point cloud if you want to look into that, because I've got a 3D scanner. I can show you what happens with the point cloud and the process from getting it into a model, but I'm sure you can figure that one out. Just put it in 3D Studio Max, model it. See ya!